species. Alright? And so I started digging through Scripture to figure out where in the Bible it said, you know what? You need to, men, you have to defend and stand up and do manly things and take a stance, cry aloud. Yeah, I ran into a bit of a snag. I was having problems finding that exact wording, but you know what I did find? Story.
Oh, man.
That illustrated my point fabulously. So go to Genesis chapter 34.
Made out of Legos.
That's
Oh,
no.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, Genesis chapter 34.
Kristen.
A lot of people skip over this. I do not. Because, well, I'm weird that way.
Yeah, you are.
I believe you guys need the honest, bare truth of Scripture, whether some people may feel squeamish or not, and I will talk about pretty much anything. Ready? Jake, find a chair. Afraid I'm going to step on you?
I would
Okay. Alright, chapter 34, starting in verse 1, people. Now, Dinah, faith people help me get that pronunciation today. The daughter of Leah had born to Jacob. I did that this morning too. Went out to visit the women of the land. When Shechem, son of Hamor, the Hivite, the ruler of that area, saw her, he took her and violated her. His heart was drawn to Dinah, daughter of Jacob, and he was... Oh, that's not good. And he loved the girl and spoke tenderly to her. And Shechem said to his father Hamor, "Get me this girl as my wife." Alright? He went out, saw her, wanted her, took advantage. Right? An ungodly man taking advantage of a child of God. Alright? Who thinks this is wrong? Everybody do this. Please. Please just do it. Thank you. Oh, man. You're scaring me? You guys are slow to the draw. Alright. So this is wrong. When Jacob heard that his daughter Dinah had been defiled, his sons were in the fields with the livestock, so he kept quiet about it until they came home. Then Shechem's father Hamor went out to talk with Jacob. Now Jacob's sons had come in from the fields as soon as they heard what had happened. They were filled with grief and fury because Shechem had done a disgraceful thing in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter, a thing that should not be done. It was wrong. They were ticked. Absolutely ticked. Alright? Now, Shechem wants Dinah as his wife. Alright? He rapes the girl and now he wants her as his wife. Alright? First of all, how many women here are glad we don't do arranged marriages anymore?
Heck yes.
There you go. Alright? Starting to second guess that thing myself. Still no dating, but second guessing the old arranged marriage. Anyway. Now what happens is, brothers find out, they kind of make this deal, we're alright, fine, you know what? You can marry her, but the problem is you guys are uncircumcised. How are we supposed to intermingle? You are uncircumcised versus circumcised. You know what? All the men in your town have to be circumcised before we'll let this marriage take place. And towns are basically made up like large family groups, kind of like a clan, alright? And so, Hamor goes back to the town of Shechem, and Shechem convinces all the men in the town, say, alright, fine, you want to marry the girl, we'll get circumcised. How? I'll never know. Alright? That's one of the things you ask God. How did he pull that off? Anyway, maybe God had a plan here, and this is how he convinced him. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Hold on. So, the whole town gets circumcised. Alright? Verse 25. Jump to verse 25, everyone. 3 days later, while all of them were still in pain, two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords, attacked the unsuspecting city, killing every male. Are you getting the level of anger these men experienced over the defilement of their sister?
A little bit.
Alright, then after all the men were killed, you know what happened? The rest of the brothers joined in. They took all the women, children, and every possession captive and plundered the city completely. Yeah. Which, just for the record, you can be completely abhorrent with something and not kill people. Alright? That's an important point to make.
What?
I don't want you to overreact, but you have to take it seriously, alright? And then I stumbled upon another tale, if you will. I don't know if it's a tale, another true life episode. Chapter 13 of 2 Samuel. Starting in verse 1. It's after Genesis.